What up, YouTube? Just want to show off my crop to you guys. So here we go. We got the 3 Real Seed Company Lebanese and the 1 Black Lebanon in the back right. We got corresponding clones of each that are staying in veg despite Lebanon Landrace being notorious for semi-auto tendencies. So I just keep these on 24 hours light because they are photo period sensitive. They just have a different threshold in being 18-hour flower or whatever it is, 16-hour flower, whatever it is, instead of 12 hours, 12-12. So despite that, I am on 12-12 in a schedule, my lights, but they'll still flower with more light and less darkness. Anyways, corresponding cuts. The Black Lebanon's all finicky. Again, I kept the most finicky cut of it, and I'm not happy with it. I'll probably end up tossing it. It is nice to be able to compare it with these, grow it alongside these, though at the same time I do wish I had a 4th RC Leb Pheno. So, but yeah, the 3 RC Leb Phenos looking healthy as hell. The Black Lebanon's not, but I'm thinking for my Lebanese Landrace breeding project and that I'm trying to breed it towards something more modern while keeping it 100% Lebanese. I'm thinking about excluding that Black Lebanon and just basically doing an IBL inbred line of the Real Seed Company Lebanese. And I'll show you why here. I'm gonna show off the light. Hold up. I got the light clipped on my phone. Turn that on. And I'm gonna show you all these buds. Turn the fan off. I'm gonna compare this Black Lebanon with the RC so y'all can see what I mean. So this is an unworked Landrace, RC Leb. All the pictures of it on the internet are just crap. Nobody's grown it to give it any justice and shown it on the internet that I've been able to find. Trust me, I've looked. But here we go. I feel like I'm doing this some justice despite this not being an ideal crop. I got some runt plants. They're all different ages. But I just want to see what I get. And I'm short on time on this crop because I got a vacation coming up anyways. So that's the here's the RC Leb. Get another good look at that. Super resinous, all that. And here's the Black Lebanon. And I don't want to talk trash on the Black Lebanon. Super Sativa Seed Club sent these seeds, and when I wasn't able to find them anywhere, they sent me these seeds, and they even reposted my shit on their IG page. So shout out Super Sativa Seed Club. But that being said, I think I'm just gonna work my line from the raw Landrace. Select from there, from the RSC. But it's funny, I'm not trying to trash talk RSC, but they said they selected this from decades, hundreds of phenos selecting over decades or whatever. There it is versus the RSC, which is a preservation line. That is, they reproduce the seeds they got from Lebanon with limited selection, very limited selection, trying to keep biodiversity and everything, and it's not working. Look at that shit. Oh yeah, and the smell. So this Black Lebanon, sweet. It's sweet, I would say. Comparing it to these, it's definitely sweet. These are more like, man, it's tough to say because it's like, it's different. I keep saying that, but it reminds me of something I had before. I don't know if it was G13 or some type of OG or something, but it reminds me of something I had before, and at the same time it's completely new. So I showed y'all that one pheno. That's like the main, that's the one I like. I got some feminized seed spray, so I'll be reversing one of these, crossing it to another one, And you may be thinking, damn, best 2 out of 3, that's not really breeding, but this is what I'm doing. So and I'm not just gonna do it just to do it. I'm gonna do it if I really like 2 of these 3 plants, and I am right now, because this one, it doesn't look as shiny. It's not glistening like the other one, but it's got its own like gas. I would say gas. Yeah, I would call it gas. So that's like got its own gas. That's also got a different type of gas. This one's lighter on the terpenes. Let me see. Gas. I would say gas. And that one's sweet, but and I probably would work with it, but it's just that I kept the shittiest runt pheno, and I threw nanners the last run, and it just makes me not want to keep it. But something in like reverse this and hit it to this. Grow this one, corresponding clone right here. Grow that one big, fill out the whole tent, and then hit a branch, and then reverse that one, which is 2, and hit a branch of that. Yeah, anyways, I'm not sure if that's gonna work, because this is a landrace, so feminizing it right off the bat may be tricky. It may not produce pollen that's viable, the reversal, and if it does create viable pollen, there are other consequences that I can't recall. I can't recall completely, but yeah, with something that's like not stabilized or whatever you call it, you're supposed to use males first and select it down to narrow or traits or some shit like that, and then start feminizing. Anyways, if I were to, I would have to keep multiple males, hit multiple different branches, and test the offspring of each male to figure out which one's THC versus CBD leaning, and that's just not within my plant count by any means. It's just not possible. So I'm gonna feminize off the bat and see what I get, and test it, and keep testing it and refining it, and hopefully I get something good that I can start offering. I'm not just gonna make seeds and offer some bullshit, because if I do have a name worthy of a reputation someday, then I'm not gonna want to blow it off the bat before I even get it started. So yeah, I'm gonna be real careful with that. Yeah, damn, I wish all these plants looked like that. Fill the tent perfectly, but this is definitely the worst I've done at filling my tent. I've had 1 runt before. If you look back at past videos, I've had 1 runt in the past, but this is having 2 runts. This one's way older than the rest. I had to keep cutting it back. Now it's all woody, and half the branch I cut off, you can see. I was trying to keep it the same height relatively, otherwise it would have been touching the sky compared to these plants. Oh shit, what else? I wish I should have brought my fem spray into this room so I could have shown y'all, but it's I wanted to get that, I think it's 2020 Mendocino or some shit like that. I don't remember the name. I wanted to get that. It was on Etsy, but that shit wasn't available at the time I got it, so I just got the Canna bio something. I'll show y'all in a different video a few weeks from now in my next update, but it's like Canna biology or some shit like that. But it's a 1 part, so it's just all concentrated into a spray bottle, and it's like this concentrated liquid in a spray bottle, and you just mix it with distilled water, versus the 2020 Mendocino, which is part A and part B, which you combine and then just dilute with distilled water. But yeah, aside from these plants all being a different age, and then having to flower them sooner, and then the canopy not being even, on top of that, I haven't been able to spend as much time as I want to, and this is not really looking too healthy, these leaves and shit. But I feel like it's good enough to figure out what I got and what phenos I got, so I'm happy with it. Hopefully it'll be enough, it'll produce enough smoke until the next run, because here goes the black Lebanon from last harvest in the Sketcher bag. And it's about what I got left of it. So y'all remember I had that whole pound, or whoever saw the video of the black Lebanon weigh-in. Yeah, that's all I got left. So hoping I'll get something from this, otherwise I'm gonna be dry on smoke. I'm hoping some of these are THC heavy, otherwise I'm just gonna not be getting high. And if none of these real seed company phenols are THC heavy, I'm hoping I'll enjoy that CBD. Fuck. Hopefully that shit will mellow me out, some shit. Give me by. But nah, I'm not too worried about that. I'll get by. Damn, I got carried away. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for staying tuned to my Lebanon Landrace breeding project / pheno hunting / documentation, because can't find this shit anywhere else on the internet. So I'm growing Lebanese Landrace to its full potential indoors. So hope y'all appreciate me for that, man. Peace, man.